Coming back from the break, it's called the Business Network Show. We talk business, politics, and economics. We try to educate the audience how business and politics and economics all tie together, and how in order to have a stable country, you need public records, you need a currency that is fungible, meaning quickly moving. That's sorry to use these technical words. You need a fiat. That's another word. We're doing our word stuff today. It's a currency. It's a digital currency that can cross international boundaries in the click of a button. That's what we need. That's where we're going. That's where the world's going. You can't stop this. And so we got Aaron. Give us your last name. Introduce yourself, please.
Aaron Remer. I'm the founder of Giveback.
And this is a digital currency that is doing good. One of the critics, and I can't remember, he's some actor that just did a movie, and we'll promote his movie. In fact, we'd love to have him as a guest on the radio show. He's talking about how cryptocurrency is just a scam, because one of his points in his movie is, what good is it? What good is it doing? Why do we need this? And Aaron's answering that question through his inspiration, which is
creating the largest humanitarian aid in crypto, Giveback.
Yes, and trying to move money across borders is extremely difficult. When you try to wire funds into Mexico, it takes time, difficult. There are all kinds of fees. Western Union charges fees.
Think about it. How big was Western Union? It was huge in the 80s, right? Yeah. 70s and 80s and 90s. Think about it. How many times have you tried to receive money from a closing on a house, and how long that took? Or if the accounts were wrong, it bounced.
Yeah.
Or if you tried to send money and things were closed.
Yeah.
It's any time at night. If I could move money and have it instantly to use.
And the key is it's trackable.
It's trackable.
We're not talking dark web. We're not talking Silk Road. We're not talking nefarious efforts to do nasty bad things. We're trying to do good things with transparency, with light, with public records.
Yeah, guys, one thing about Giveback is we are on Coinbase. You can find us on Coinbase, and Coinbase is the largest trading exchange in USA. I think it's in the world. Wow. But it's Coinbase. A lot of people have those accounts on Coinbase. Gback is our ticker. You can't just get on Coinbase if they've cleaned all that up. There's a lot of negative stuff going on, but we've been out 7 months. We're not going anywhere. We're just getting started. And the higher our market cap grows, the more lives we're going to impact. Yep.
And our goal, you and I working as a team, is to integrate the concept of micro-lending across the border in Nogales, Mexico. And we're just going to do a test case. We just need to do one.
Hey, we could do Rocky Point too. I have connections.
I love Rocky Point. But guess what? That's a 4-hour drive versus a 2-hour drive.
I'd rather be stuck on the beach.
I know. And we will do Rocky Point. We will. But Rex, right now, it's so close. And by the way, the reason I'm trying to point out this, it's being only two and a half hours from here, this influences, this is danger. This is a potential problem. And I tell this story too. It was years and years ago, there was some sort of warehouse, some sort of industrial park that was right on the border. And by the way, you go down to Nogales and they got this huge metal wall. It's a big old fence. It's got to be 30 feet tall. And this warehouse was literally on the Mexican side. I don't know how far away. We probably should find this. It's probably in the report. And these guys snuck in there. I don't know, because nobody knows who owns what. Somebody's inside there and they're digging a tunnel underneath the fence. And they smuggled a bunch of drugs and people through there. And again, that's the nefarious, that's the illegal stuff. That's what we're trying to stop. Because guess what? If you have a legal description and you know that building and you know the boundaries and you now know who owns title to that and who's going to be paying the property taxes, now there's a paper trail to find out, hey, who'd you lease this to? Who was digging around in here? Who did this? Without any maps, nobody knows anything. It's a dark, dangerous place to live, and they're just 2 hours from our city. So here we go.
Me and you should make the trip. We go do a Giveback event down there. We network. We talk to that one nonprofit you have, and we'll start building our little network. It's all about networking, building people to help us to see the vision, and then we'll meet with the executive team with Giveback. We'll start integrating what we can. It will take some time, but I feel that this is a beautiful partnership and your vision to be a part of Giveback.
I've had critics, again, I always try to address what they're saying, the downside, because they ask good questions. How is the is the government of Mexico going to get on board for this? And here's my answer to that. The digital currency allows an end run around all of the blockers. Try to envision a football field. And you've got people like us trying to do good and help Mexico. And then you've got all kinds of bureaucrats and politicians and people that would like a bribe. By the way, when you do digital currency, you can't do stuff under the table. It's all right out there. So we're not talking about paper dollars anymore. So that does away with this bribery thing, especially in developing countries. Everything is done in paper. Everything is paid for. It's a cash society. So as you start to switch over to a digital currency, now it's trackable. Now you can fight corruption. But there might be politicians that don't want to do this, so they're looking for that. I argue with them is, hey, how would you like to have a steady paycheck? Because if you've got property taxes, if you've got a survey, and let's say you've got a piece of property that's 100 feet by 200 feet, there's only so many square feet in that rectangle. And if you're charged $1 per square foot per year, and that's your property taxes, there's your steady income to the bureaucrat. They can collect those. And by the way, if the guy who owns title or holds title is not paying those property taxes, you're in real estate. What happens?
They take it.
It's called an auction.
They're knocking at your door.
And there's going to be an auction, and they're gonna sell it to somebody that's going to pay those property taxes. And by the way, in real estate, you've heard about these land tax auctions. There's a whole bunch of people lining up, and once they pay that property tax, and that's all the government wants is give me the revenue so I can build a road, so I can build a school. Now you've got something steady. Now you've got a way to fund the country, but they just don't see it. And GBack can bring that to them.
We can bring a digital currency that is going to impact lives. And think about it, as people start learning about it in Mexico, there might be investors coming in there to invest in the currency, and we can give back into their areas as well.
Once this catches fire, I mean, think about the different industries that have been changed by these digital phones that we hold in our hands.
Real estate, taxis,
Zillow,
travel agencies,
Ubers,
who
all the other different crazy stuff that nobody. Think about Wikipedia. I know they don't make a lot of money, but that's a crowdsourced database that people can go to get information. And guess what? We can create a crowdsourcing effort of people throughout Mexico and have them start mapping their properties, uploading their documents. By the way, a benefit of the upload of the document, you got a birth certificate. Now you've taken a photo. You've got a digital copy. It's being held up there. If there's a fire, you can always find that document. We got about a minute left. Give us your contact information again.
Guys, our website is Givebackcoin.com, and you can find us on all social platforms. Givebackcoin is our tickers. And is our handle, sorry. And Coinbase, you can buy us our ticker is GBack.
And anybody that's never invested, and I'm going to use the word investment, or let's say purchased, you got to understand that this is a very opportunity for you to jump in and get involved. And we got music coming. That means it's time for the break. Aaron, hold with us, okay?
Yes.
It's the time to break for the news at the bottom of the hour. My name is Rex Perry. Please stay tuned. We're going to be right back.